Hello everybody, excuse the noise, I'm doing laundry, but Holly Woodward Designs just released a pattern test and I think I'm gonna do it. I'll actually just put up a picture here rather than showing it to you on my laptop, but I think I'm about to apply. I was just double checking. I have a spreadsheet where I planned out definitely all my projects for the end of this year, and I've even planned the beginning of next year, like what I'm gonna make. But with that whole thing, I like having a plan so I know what's coming next. But when it comes to pattern tests like this, that just comes up and I don't really know when that's coming. So this is switching around my calendar and I'm just making sure I still get to make everything I want to make, which everything seems perfectly fine. And I think I have yarn. If not, I can get some. But I think I have yarn to make her test. It's called the Jude Vest, if I remember, but it's just like a sweater vest thing. And yeah, I think I just need to figure out the colors and everything. So let me send her my request to pattern test. And if I don't get chosen, obviously this video won't go up, but if I do, then we'll move forward with choosing yarn. So it's been a few days and I did get chosen for the pattern test for Holly Woodward Designs. Fun fact, I'm actually wearing her Lilith cardigan that I pattern tested for her a while ago. Love this thing. Actually just put it in the washing machine and it's like so much softer. Like I had worn it out before, but it's just like, I don't even know how to make you see it, but it's just very soft, very cozy. I thought about going somewhere to crochet, but then I was just like, I don't feel like really spending any money, so I'm staying home. I made some iced peppermint tea, which is my favorite drink. And let me show you the swatch that I've done so far. This is the swatch that I've done so far. It is amazing. This pattern is just, girl, she outdid herself with this one. So yeah, I just got started on the actual sweater part, only like 1.5 rows in so far, so still have a while to go. Yeah, so I'm just gonna stay home and crochet and watch a little TV, and I will update you once I've made a little bit of progress, which I think this project is gonna go so quick. She, let's see, it is Sunday today, and she sent us the pattern last Sunday. I think I missed the email because I don't really check my email or anything on the weekends, but I don't even go on Instagram really ever, but I don't go on the weekends. And she sent the pattern last weekend, so I didn't really get it till Monday, but she sent it out Sunday, I believe. Someone had finished it by Monday. That's how quick this pattern is. And then someone else finished it by Tuesday. Like literally everybody's finishing it, but we have like another 2 weeks to finish. So I'm just like, well, dang, they're making me feel horrible. So I'm about to get on it. If I could finish this by Friday and record a video next weekend, that would be perfect. But I'm not pushing myself. I have 2 weeks to work on this. I'm just gonna take my time, make sure I give her good notes. She's probably one of my favorite designers. She's so amazing. But yeah, I'm gonna work on this and I will check back in later. I've only been knitting for about 2 hours and I'm about to head to Chipotle to get some dinner. Me and my boyfriend had breakfast this morning, a late breakfast, but now I'm getting very hungry. But anyways, I have the lines open just so you can see the color a little bit better. I never did say this color and this yarn. So this color, I'm not sure which one's gonna focus best, is Dark Sage, and this is just Karen Simply Soft. I got it from Michael's. It was on sale, buy one get one 50% off, and I think I'm only gonna need 3 skeins, and if I don't use that 4th one, I will be returning it. I kind of hate having a huge yarn stash. I know that's like a thing, but I hate it. If y'all know what you can do to get rid of, I know there's like yarn stash buster projects, but if you have any suggestions on what I could do, or if you want some of my leftover yarn, let me know and I'll sell it for super cheap just to get rid of it. But yeah, that was the plan for this. And I wanted to show you a clearer picture, since I'm going to Chipotle, of my Lilith cardigan and just how amazing it is and how cozy it is. Oh, I love this thing. It's so pretty. Holly, your designs are amazing. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go get some food. So I'm in my car crocheting. There's this random parking lot and I really like coming here and just like drinking a drink and eating food, and it's actually near a coffee shop I like, but the coffee shop opens much later than I got here. But anyways, let me show you this issue that I'm having with my yarn. Okay, this is Karen Simply Soft and I use the color Dark Sage. I got it from Michael's, and look at this. Do you see these rows and the color green those are? and these rows and the color green those are. So it like breaks once you get to this point. You can probably see it a little bit better, yeah, in the sunlight. That's super obvious, but anyways, it's like they're two different colored greens, but they're all the dark sage package, and I have no idea what I did wrong. But if it's like not in the light, it's still visible on this camera, but in person, you really cannot tell when it's not in the sunlight. But when it's in the sunlight, yes, you can totally see the difference. I've been crocheting this thing for forever, and I just noticed that. Anyways, let me know if you've ever had that problem before. It's kind of annoying, but it's not really a big deal because I don't think anyone's gonna be that up close trying to figure out the shades of green that I have on, but that is so weird to me. I just noticed it. Show a picture. But anyways, I finally figured out the issue that was going on with this color thing. Thank God they're the same gram size and yardage, but this is what I used. Turns out this is a whole different brand. I got this all from Michael's, but it's loops and threads, and the color is parsley. This is what I meant to buy, and you can see I didn't notice in the store the difference in the greens, I guess. And they look both shimmery. God, I'm so embarrassed. But this is in the color Dark Sage, which is what I meant to get everything in. And this is Karen Simply Soft. So all of the bottom and the pockets are done in Karen Simply Soft. And the top part is done in the parsley one, sorry. But yeah, that is my bad. Thank God they have the same yardage, so it doesn't mess up the yardage when I give it to her for the pattern test. But make sure you're more observant than I am when you go to Michael's to get your yarn to do this vest. This vest has a really, really cool construction. I'm not a fan of the gradient green, but if anyone else likes that, let me know. That was so unintentional, but it worked out where it's basically, it kind of works. It's not like super bad. And just like I said when I was in my car, it is very subtle. It's not something to notice. Because I'm using sunlight to film this, yes, you can definitely see it. Like I said, the sunlight, you can absolutely see it. But when it comes to pretty much just being like in Michael's, obviously, or being at home, if it was like a little bit darker, you can't really tell. It just looks like a green vest. But I love this pattern. I love testing for Holly. This time around, she did it through WhatsApp, so that was really cool. If you're not familiar with pattern testing and how that works, pretty much designers, they set it up differently. But for Holly, she posted a picture of the Jude vest. I'll show the picture that she posted. When she posted, actually, no, the detail of the Jude vest, pretty much like this stitch, I was just like, oh yeah, that is beautiful. And then she posted a picture of the vest, and I was like, oh my gosh, will you be needing testers for that? And she said yes. So she told me that she was going to be needing testers at the end of the week, so I pretty much just turned on my post notifications for her and made sure I caught whenever she posted that she needed testers. When she needed testers, I filled out some Google document, and then I got accepted. I already knew I wanted to use Karen Simply Soft, and yeah, I might hold back from testing for a little while, just for the mere fact, for two reasons. One, as I've told you before, I kind of plan out all my content, and when a test comes up that I want to do, it kind of throws everything off, even though this is stuff I really want to make. So for testing, you're pretty much promoting a new pattern that's either coming out or about to come out or something. And then what I like doing is I like making a pattern that's probably a few years old or just not a person's current pattern, but kind of giving it some life, you know? And I still want to keep that in mind. And I say this now, like, I don't want a pattern test, and then I'll probably sign up for one next week. But right now, that is one reason. And then another reason is a lot of pattern testers pretty much base what size you should or kind of have to do based on your bust size. And I don't think my bust size is very indicative of the clothing size. I've been reading the Scaniac blog, which is basically a blog about pattern testing, and they give so many details, so many tips. I wish I would have known that before my pattern test, and it would have saved me some embarrassment. But one of the tips they give is that if you don't want to make it in your size, don't just go down a size or lie about your bust size or something. Wait till the pattern comes out and buy the pattern. And I have no problem with that. And they were trying to say that in a rude way, but basically just buy the pattern and do what you want, but don't pattern test and tell them like, I want it to fit a little bit looser, I want it to fit a little bit tighter, so let me do this size, because that's not really what pattern testing is for. So with that in mind, I do like customizable sizing. So I will probably just be buying patterns in the future, unless if something comes up and I just like really want to test. Like there is one designer that I really want to test for, and I've been on her email, but I want to test something specific for her, and I know it's coming, so I'm just waiting, but I will keep you updated when that happens. But in terms of the Scaniac blog, great blog. One of the things I said you needed is a scale. I did not have that the first. Holly Woodward is the first person I ever pattern tested for. And the Lilith cardigan was the first thing I pattern tested. And I didn't have a scale, and she asked me how many yards I used. And you see me wear the cardigan actually in pretty much all the previous clips before this, that orangish, rustish colored thing, that is the cardigan I made for her. But I didn't have a scale at the time. All I had was like my body weight scale, and you can't put a cardigan on there and figure out how much it weighs. So I have bought a food scale. I can now tell pattern testers how many yards I use. I have a little calculator on my spreadsheet. So that's really nice. But yeah, there's not that much to say. This is an easy pattern. I made a huge mistake with the gradient thing. That was my bad. I'm hoping I can kind of fix that with the pictures, but Michaels, please just separate. No, I'm not gonna blame Michaels. It was me. I should have read it. I was in line for a long time. I don't know how many black girls are watching this, but when you buy a weave at the beauty supply store, it's like buying a whole bunch of packs of the color 1 and then a pack of the color 1B. Like, it is a subtle change and you don't really notice it, but if I'm pattern testing, I should have paid more attention to detail. I just thank God that I got something with the exact, like it's the exact same way. It's pretty much the same yarn, just a slightly different color. So that part worked out in my favor, but yeah, that's the only thing. But yeah, I am already working on my next pattern that I'm doing. Actually, one second, let me give you a sneak peek. So this is the next pattern I'm working on. I'm knitting again. I'm not gonna go into any more detail. You'll see it in the next video, and I'm probably about to start over maybe. I'm gonna talk to my boyfriend / creative director and see what he thinks. But yeah, this is very fun. I'm loving it. But yeah, I will see you in my next video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you go watch the video for the aesthetic hanging chair that I made. I'm still, I think around like 82 or something, so we're still not at 100 views yet, but I really want to release that that pattern for the chair. And then once I finish this one, I will be, I think, working on a new pattern. So there's a new pattern coming very soon, so stay tuned, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.